was the first reason for you to become a nurse or wanted to go to study as a nursing student?
Oh, well, that's a kind of a long story in itself. I honestly didn't really know what I wanted to do. I wanted to be an actress, and I was young. I didn't go to college right after high school because it was just not something that was encouraged in my family. I had a cousin who was a nurse, but she was about the same age as my mom. So when I had my first child, when I was 21, my daughter Candace, I had a nurse midwife deliver her. And I had an epiphany that I wanted to be a nurse midwife. And so I spent the next few months, of course, taking care of a newborn, looking into what that would entail. And you had to become a registered nurse first. So I became a registered nurse. I went back to school when my daughter was a year old, and in 4 years I became a nurse, and had another child in between my first and second years of nursing school. And I really liked nursing. I always liked medical stuff. I remember my mom used to take me to bookstores, and I always gravitated towards the medical section, and I would look at, Grey's Anatomy or other medical books and look at different what other people would think was gross pictures of, anatomy or, operations. And so that's why I became a nurse, and decided when I did my rotation through the labor and delivery and the postpartum that I really didn't want to be a nurse midwife. I kind of feel like I should have gone that route, but I didn't. Just because I got so busy with, raising a family and everything. But I did like the kind of blood and guts aspect of things. I really did. I like seeing, to me it was fascinating, the organs and, blood never bothered me at all. Matter of fact, I started donating blood when I was, as soon as I could, when I was 18. So anyway, decided that I really wanted to go to the operating room. And just kept bugging that nurse manager every week. I would show up there. So you have any positions open? Blah, blah, blah. Finally, she got sick of me coming and bugging her and hired me for the operating room. So that's where I've been ever since, is operating room.
So I heard that nurse make a very good living. Are
Yes.
you happy as a nurse?
So, I've been doing it for a long time, and it's a great profession. I love what I do. But there are aspects of it that, after a while it becomes rather grinding, in that, how do I say this? So it just seems like you have to deal with a lot of abuse.
What does that mean, abuse?
You have to do you basically are a body, and that's what I've learned in all the years of nursing, is that they don't look at you as like a nurse, like you're a valuable person. You're really a nurse body, and that's there are times when they desperately need you to come in on your day off or whatever, and they're begging you, and you're just the most valuable thing in the world. And then there are days when it's slow and they're like, you got to leave, you got to go now. Abusive. And in my opinion, it's anyway, sorry, I'm trying to navigate this. And not only that, but there's just, you get abused by patients, by doctors, by other nurses. Not all the time, but after a while, it's just.
Are you saying that with all the stress and
A lot of stress.
Yeah, with the stress and with all kind of demanding and the reward, as far as the financial rewarding, it's not equivalent of how much effort and time that you put in?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's not. And here's another aspect of it that, as I get older, I start thinking about, and I see other people who have other types of careers or other business, that they're doing other things, and they're traveling, they're able to go have lunch with friends during the day or meet up with people. You know, nursing, you work long hours, 12, 10. Sometimes, you know, you're lucky and you get 8-hour shifts, or unlucky, however you feel about it. Let me think here. I need to go that way, right? Or this way.
Go straight.
Hold on. This makes me a little nervous. So yes, we make good money, but
okay, you know, this can be edited, so it doesn't have to be perfect.
right.
And we can just feel like we're chatting.
Right. So I think with, we make good money, but we're asked to do a lot. And you're kind of, I don't know, as I get older, just kind of the way I'm feeling right now, which is, you know, I've been doing this for a long time, and it's not, and I'm too young to retire, but I'm kind of tired of it. I kind of want to have a life where I could, you know, be outside more and, you know, maybe travel more and still take care of my business, whatever it is. Nursing is extremely hard physically. It is very hard on your body. I have injuries from nursing that will affect me the rest of my life. You know, that I have to pay to have, you know, injections done because of the pain. You know, nobody else is paying for it, even though it's because I was a nurse that these injuries happened. I've had back surgery because of nursing. That, you know, of course, the hospital paid for because it was a work-related thing. But, you know, I went through extreme...
It's your body.
It's my body, and nobody's gonna, you know, reimburse me for the damage that's been done to it from nursing. So, you know, I feel like it's you're kind of a slave. I really feel like that. And I feel like, you know, you have to deal with, you know, I have a manager now that, like, I don't want to say anything about that, but you can have nurse managers who their whole goal in life is to not do what you're doing. They want to tell you what to do and how to do it. And it's constant. I mean, I can't tell you how many times in my nursing career that some entity, some manager, some, you know, governmental agency comes in and tells the nurses how to make their job harder because this is the way it's going to be done now. I am so sick of it. You know, makes your job harder, makes you less efficient, makes you work harder, makes it less pleasurable, makes it less fun to be a nurse. I mean, these are people that it's almost like that's why they got into what they're doing, is to make our lives miserable. And this sounds terrible. Like, if anybody's a new nurse coming into this, you know, it's just, that's where I am right now. That I'm so done. I'm so ready to find a way to get out of this and make a great income doing something else that I can still help people, but that I can engage with them and sorry, this person's still help people, help myself, you know, help others, without the constraints of this nursing job in a hospital for an organization. I'm to the point where I'm ready to not be there anymore. And I've gone through phases in my nursing career where I felt that way, like I just like so burnt out. And, you know, nursing has a high burnout rate. And I have found that I'll get burnout and I'll go through it, and then I'll be over it and I'll be happy again, and like, okay, kind of talk myself into, oh, well, this is a great, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's good. It's, you know, and then I'm okay. And then And then I go through another burnout phase. And the burnout phases are coming almost kind of staying there. Like, God, I can't wait to retire. I go to work every day and I think that. And that's sad. And it's sad because, a lot of it is the management, these other entities, what's the name of that organization that comes in and everybody freaks out about? Jayco. Sorry, I blanked out. Oh my God, Jayco's coming, blah, blah, and everybody gets all freaked out and they start doing all these stupid things, like just things that we don't normally do because pretending. And it's
Department of Health.
So stupid. Just so sick of it.
Department of
And then they never show up, and I've spent, 6 hours of my 10-hour day, make my job harder, like 30% harder than it normally is. So, I don't even know what the question was. Are we getting off? No.
Not yet.
No, 5 miles. I'm going to get out of this.
Yeah, so stay on the toes. Otherwise, we'll go into 710.
I don't know if I can do this right now.
That's okay. We'll stop.
So that was kind of negative, huh?
No, it's perfect. Because that's what we